Hi. Not really in my usual position, either out on a walk or in front of my computer screen. I'm actually laid up. So yesterday I had a bit of an accident. So we took the dogs out for a walk, me and Ellie, to my brother's. Now my brother's is not too far away from ours, but it's a bit further than, well, I don't know, it's a bit further than I'm used to walking. But I thought, well, you know, once I get there I'll be able to rest, and on the way back, you know, it'll be fine, you know. But as we were leaving, we actually had 3 dogs with us. Ellie had 2 of them and I had 1. But Ellie had left something at her uncle's, so there's Ellie now, just doing the pots. She'll hate the fact that she's on this video. Yeah, so she left some at uncle and auntie's house, and so I held all 3 dogs, and she went back. And as we were waiting, some stray dog come running across the field, and started attacking my dogs. So, which I managed to separate them, and thankfully, you know, nobody was harmed. Well, I say nobody, I was harmed. So, I just, kind of adrenaline just kicks in and you just carry on. But when I got home, I'd completely seized up my back, my neck, my shoulder. So yeah, I'm a bit worse for wear. So I haven't, well, being as determined as I was, I went to the shops this morning on my scooter. But even just walking around a few shops, and you know, it absolutely killed me. And I've been laid on the bed today, and kind of reminds me of back when, you know, when I was all drugged up on the tablets, and you know, I spent a lot of my life kind of just laid up in this sort of position. But I'm not going to let it beat me. I'm going to take a couple of days rest. You know, I don't think I'll be walking tomorrow, just because I can't. I'm using Deep Blue at the moment and marjoram, and I do have, you know, after using those oils, I do kind of have like a new lease of life, but I still got to take it careful. You know, I keep having shooting pains and sciatica. So I'm gonna have a couple of days, see how I get on. But I'm not gonna let it beat me. I'm still, you know, I'm just gonna focus more on recovery, and doing some stretches and, you know, some other bits and bobs just to try and rehabilitate myself. But the purpose of doing this video really is to just say, look, you know, we all have setbacks in life. Life is full of setbacks, but it's how we react to them. You know, it's how we, I mean, beforehand, you know, I even in my mind, I know that it's different, things are different this time, because, you know, in the olden days, you know, I used to hurt myself and I'd be laid up and I'd be like, I'd resign myself to the fact that, you know, that's it. I'm not going to be able to do anything today, this week, you know, and sometimes, you know, I'd be wiped out for, I mean, I was laid up at one time for 8 weeks. And the thing is, that just makes things worse. You've got to move, you've got to exercise. But this time around, I know that this is only going to be a temporary setback. You know, I'm not going to let it completely take me off course, you know. It's just got to take it easy a little bit. And now I've got plenty on. We're cutting out carbs, and I mean, I didn't include it, but I didn't say it on the video, but I'm actually giving up dairy as well. But I don't really have any dairy at the moment. You know, I used to enjoy the occasional yogurt and, you know, I've given up tea. I mean, never drank coffee, so, you know, the milk is not an issue. You know, the myth of having, you know, getting calcium from milk is just, well, exactly what it is. It's a myth. But I am really going to struggle with, you know, no carbs, so I'll be challenging myself enough with that. And I'm gonna have a couple of days and see how I feel, you know, after I lay down. You know, after I've had 2 hours lay down this afternoon, listening to some personal development, so it's not completely a wasted time, you know. But you know, if you don't hear from me in the next couple of days, that's the reason why. I keep people posted, but you know, people shouldn't let the dogs off a lead if they don't like other dogs, eh? But, you know, even my reaction to that, you know, in the olden days, I would have probably had a go at the owners, the dog's owner, but I didn't. I was more concerned about my dogs being safe, and so, you know, thankfully none of them were really hurt. They were shook up. And so I can see I can see myself changing inside, you know, and I'm liking the change as well. So, well, if I'm going to be laid up, you know, it gives me plenty of time for planning. And I don't know what he's doing in the background there. Can you see? Oh well. They like to have a little dance while doing the pots. You know, they have Alexa on in the kitchen and start singing and dancing. It's funny. They keep us entertained, eh? So yeah. So I hope whatever you're doing this week, that you have a positive week, and I'll keep you updated on the progress of my no carbs, no dairy, and an injury update, eh? And I'll also look at this week as the week to kind of put some foundations in place for my local meet. And yeah, so I hope you've had a brilliant weekend, and yeah, you have a really positive week. Thanks for listening to me. Take care now.